Welcome to Dark Horizon Creations. I'm Mike. This time we're taking a look at the Star Wars, the Black Series Mountain Trooper action figure by Hasbro. Now, if you hadn't already, please follow, like, and subscribe to my social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you get a notification of when I post new content. So today we're taking a look back at the Black Series Mountain Trooper action figure. This was a Target exclusive, and as you can see in the upper right, it has the Galaxy's Edge Trading Outpost sticker affixed to it. Now, this was originally released in a multi-pack that was exclusive to the parts, and afterwards Disney had a partnership with Target where they would release certain items from Galaxy's Edge within the Target stores. This action figure was one of those releases. Now, this is a design that was ultimately canned by Lucasfilm. They decided not to use this in any of the sequel trilogy films, though it was designed for that. The armor is very reminiscent of that utilized by the Shore Troopers. The design of the helmet is based on that of the Range Trooper, the Shore Trooper, as well as the Tank Commander that we see in Rogue One. So if you're a collector, you could easily integrate this figure in with your original trilogy collection figures because it doesn't stand out and have the same design as most of the First Order Stormtroopers do. On the box art, he's equipped with the E-22 repeating blaster, which is utilized by the Shore Troopers in Rogue One. Inside the packaging, he includes a modified E-11 blaster carbine with an extended barrel and collapsible stock. On the back of the packaging, got a brief bio. It says, Mountain Trooper, like all First Order Stormtroopers, specialized units of Batuu Mountain Troopers are trained from birth, growing up with unit designations instead of names, and fed a steady diet of First Order propaganda to ensure absolute loyalty. Okay, so here we have the First Order Mountain Trooper outside of the packaging. This is a really cool looking action figure. I do like this, and I do plan to integrate this with my original trilogy figures because he's so similar to the Shore Trooper. Let's bring him in close so you can see the attention to detail on the helmet. You can see it's got some silver accents there on the vocoder around his visor. I like the weathering that they've applied to it so that he doesn't look ultra clean. He looks like he's been in battle or out rucking up and down the mountains. As far as articulation, his head is on a ball joint and swivel, full range of motion. It'll pivot back and forth. Forward and lateral movement at the shoulder, bicep rotation. And elbow swivel, wrist swivel, and wrist pivot. And I like how the shoulder armor has clearance, so that means you'll be able to get this guy in some pretty cool poses. And ball joint on the torso, and he does have waist swivel as well. You can see it moving there, but it is tight. Forward and lateral movement at the thigh, and they're impeded by the waist armor just a little bit. Really tight joints on this figure. Thigh rotation, double jointed knee, no lower leg rotation. Foot's on a ball joint, so it will roll and pivot. Really, really cool. I do like this. Now let's talk about accessories. Here is his E-11D blaster rifle, and you can see that it is a modified version of the E-11 used by the Stormtroopers. It has an extended barrel on it. It's got iron sights up here, glow rod attached to it, extended power pack, standard electro-optical scope that's on the E-11, and it's got a different collapsible stock on it. It's slightly warped. It's made out of soft rubbery plastic. And to remedy this, you can do one of two things. You can get some super hot tap water, immerse this in it for like 30 seconds, pull it out, and then you should be able to adjust it, and then dunk it in some ice cold water immediately after that, and it should set. Or you can use a hair dryer on low setting for 30 or 40 seconds to get the plastic malleable, reposition it, and you can take a flat surface like this table and place it on there and tape it down so that it'll hold that shape. And he can hold his blaster. His trigger finger is pre-positioned. Let's see what kind of pose we can get him in. Often you have to heat their hands to get their fingers to come open. This is going to be one of them because they are super, super tight. Yeah, and I don't want to mess this one up. But you can see you can get him into some really, really good poses. But the fingers on his hand are almost solid. That's going to have to be heated to soften that up to get it into a position to use for like display or toy photography. Overall, this is an awesome action figure. If you're a collector and you're into troop building, this is one of those figures that you must have for your collection. So there you have the Star Wars, the Black Series Mountain Trooper action figure by Hasbro.